Okay, so these, as it stands now, these are the balance of the race dates, activity dates for 2026, except I threw in January 1st, 2027, for the rest of the year. So again, we're taking this the Saturday the 23rd will be the last race until we come back in September, okay? So, since it was so lovely and cool at the last race, I'll watch the forecast. I might push the start time back to 8:30 if it's going to be like super stupid hot, okay? The same for September, because September can be pretty hot here. So I initially have it at 9:30, but we may roll it back to 9, okay? I think everything else is okay, okay? All right. So I'm going to let Ron, Pete, and Judy tell us about their trip to Moffett. Ron, you're up, buddy.
There was 5 of us that went. There was myself, Pete, Judy, Nick Rabley from the M-Bucks, and Chris Kyle. We got there half hour early. You can never count on traffic, so. But they accommodated us. Chris brought his truck that he had at the race last Saturday with the what was the NASCAR cancer sponsored car on there, and we sat on the ground and wrote, and he remote controlled it all the way into the lobby, and everybody was gawking at it.
It's an office building, so it wasn't just
And
Caitlin.
we went into down a couple hallways, and we went into a little lobby, and that's where we went in and presented
Caitlin.
The check for $1,300. That's what we raised. And then she went back in the office, came back with a bunch of people. She wanted to show her peeps what we had brought. And then we chat for a little bit, and then we were off.
Now, was that 1,300, was that the total, or had we given them something earlier?
Grand
That
total.
That was a grand total.
Everything we collected, that included the half of the money from the
John?
patriotic night.
Yep, okay.
So, it came up to $1,300. Well, it was $12.95, and I threw down $5 and they made it $1,300.
There you go.
Did you guys take good pictures? Did you guys take good pictures? Did you guys take good
I want to
pictures?
give them even numbers.
Yeah, if you look at Facebook, we got them on
I didn't
Facebook,
see them.
on our Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
Okay, on our Facebook page. Again, I'm trying to drive as much stuff to the Facebook page as I can, like our leaders each race, you, Sandy, and Joe, that's where you guys appear, but I think I've popped the pictures on there already.
Well, I thought we wanted to maybe like let more of the community know besides us what we're doing with Moffett, for goodwill.
I was
'Cause it's
a
a raffle,
little,
it's a raffle, it's not a 50-50.
I know,
Yeah.
I was a little tentative about telling them
Too
1,300.
much.
Yeah, no,
I didn't know, and if you guys think I should tell the dollar amount, I will. I just kind of
It
thought,
was behind us, but I
None of us
completely,
did.
completely
None of us
forgot
did.
about it.
We were rushed a little bit because after all, she's at work and, she's trying to accommodate us, and so we were all excited. It's the first time that we've done it. And this one was so cute because he's tempting her with that check. He wouldn't let go of that check. So you have to notice the face on each
Yeah.
of those pictures.
That just makes him a good treasurer, actually, he wants to hang on to the money.
That's right, that's right.
That's right.
Like I say, Like I said in Signal, I don't know if you guys read the Signal recently, but, you know, a lot of people, I think of us as old guys racing boy toys.
Boys with toys.
Yeah.
And we wanted to show our community that we can do much more than
Absolutely.
that. I mean, I was part of I don't know if you guys ever heard of the JCs, but, in Michigan, but we did community projects all the time, and that's what, it's kind of like a thing for me is always looking to help some organization or somebody, so it's always kind of like a pay forward kind of thing, so.
Absolutely. And Pete, where did you guys stop afterwards?
We stopped at Hard Rock Cafe. And, Chris was so gracious enough to buy us all a buffet, lunch buffet.
How about that?
It's amazing. The food there is like, if you're going on a cruise ship, quality. It's made, probably prepared by chefs because this stuff is excellent.
We may have to do a road trip to Hard Rock.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm over that.
I mean, if you.
That's my first time in there.
he's-
Mine
he-
too.
yeah, he
Ask them
has-
if we can use the racetrack to race our cars.
That's right.
If there's not a race going on.
But for
Go
that
first,
food,
Chuck. Oh, that's
it's
bananas.
$29.95
That's bananas.
if you're not,
What's
a
up?
gambler.
Yes.
But, that's just, if you go to a nice restaurant,
That's, oh, yeah.
And there, the spread is anything you want.
Wow. That's
There was
cool.
Italian, Asian,
Before,
everything, American, everything. It's
I
very-
voted for Waffle House, but they
Yeah, we pull up and he says, this doesn't look like Waffle House.
No.
before COVID, they had a really nice buffet.
Yeah.
It was expensive, but it was,
Well, it sounds like they brought it back.
Yeah, well, that's nice that, that you guys got to do that, and Mick drove,
Yeah.
so, we could not have done it without everybody. Everybody pitched in, we owe John a thank you, because that was about half of it, okay? John didn't charge us one penny, for that. And, anyway, I thought that was a real nice gesture, so we just need to work on, this might be a 50-50 raffle, or it might be a gift certificate, but that should be Ambux's turn. And then we'll be back, and then we can decide over the summer what we want to do money-wise, whether it's the flight thing that Joe recommended or something else.
Yeah, we were talking, and like, somebody was saying that the HOA is in financial difficulty, because they had to spend a whole bunch of money for a lawyer, because something happened with the last person that left with the accounting, and they had to pay a lot of money. So I thought maybe we can help out there, give them a little bit, or the dog park too.
Oh.
There's things that we have inside here.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. Dog park might be a good, that's a good option, Sandy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
we just don't want Perry to come up and say, if you got all this money, you can build your own racetrack.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So you don't do it
Absolutely.
HOA.
Absolutely. Okay, all right. So thank you about that, and then tell us a little bit about money, where we stand, Ron, money-wise.
check account balance as of April 1st was $3,234.61. We had income of $740, expenses of $252.08. So on April 30th, including petty cash, we had a grand total of $3,872.53. As of today, the checking account balance is $2,487.53. But that's because we just
Yeah.
got $1,300 to Moffett, so,
Okay,
so,
cool. That's good. Okay. All right. Questions? Okay. All right. Okay, so just remember, no race after Memorial Mayhem. The Olympics, he actually has practice that day. He doesn't know what time yet, okay? Hopefully he can race and practice, but once he gets the date, and will that be in town, Chip? Will that be over there too? It'll be at the south bowling alley on the, yeah, on Florida Avenue, yeah. So we might wanna get a group of us together and be a little rowdy.
Oh,
And,
yeah. we can do
yeah,
that.
and cheer, cheer Aaron on for Special Olympics bowling. Oh, shoot, anyway. So no racing after that Saturday until we come back and race on September 15th, or September 5th. Okay. Chris Kyle, as I think most everybody knows, has begun racing at DFD, the racetrack, the dirt racetrack oval over in Plant City. Okay. They are now racing on Saturday evenings because it's hotter. Okay. So I will try to get dates from Chris when he's racing, and if you want to go see that, that's something to kind of see. They race more on time than we do. You know, you run time, and I don't totally understand that, but that's the way they do it. And but it's pretty cool, and they have quite a few people. That's Sunday. I won't tell you how many was in the NASCAR, but in the dadgum, in the sprint car, in the low-C sprint car, holy smoke! I'll bet he had 20 guys, maybe 30. It was a lot. It was a lot because he had a bunch of heats. So that's something to consider. If you are interested, this Sunday at DFD is a swap meet. He'll have the hobby shop open. The vendors will be there to swap with you if you're interested. I just wanted to mention it. There will be a food truck there, a drink truck there, and it opens at 8 a.m. So, and that's over at DFD. So that's something to think about. I want to come back, I forgot, I want to come back to the Moffitt Cancer Center NASCAR just a minute. So, Chris thought it would be nice, don't you post this? I don't want Pat to see this yet. So,
Stop recording.
So, a couple exciting things for Steve Weaver. We will have a food truck now. If you go on Facebook and check out Slingin' Dogs, Slingin' Dogs, it's a hot dog food truck. She does hot dogs, hamburgers, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking when she comes for us to just do hot dogs and drinks and then send folks over to the bake sale for the sweet treats, yeah. But she is committed to Halloween, Veterans Day, and January 1st for us already, okay? She gets all the proceeds from the sales of the food, of her food. I think that's the way we should do it, at least to see how it goes for her. Because I said, I can't guarantee you any sales or anything like that, but I think you'll do well. She was very excited about it, okay? So, that's that, okay?
Could you give us that date, the date
Well,
again?
She'll,
October?
the food truck will be here on the Halloween race,
Yep,
because that's an 11:30 a.m. start.
yep,
She'll be here on the Veterans Day race, because that's an 11:30 a.m. start.
okay.
And she'll be here on January 1st for the 1 p.m. New Year's Day race,
Very good, thank you.
okay? On top of that, Gary corralled, what's his name? Paulie, you know Paulie, the guy that does the, okay. Isn't this interesting how this all works out? Paulie actually approached Gary and said, "Huh, you think I could make breakfast sandwiches and offer them at the race?" So, that's in the works, okay? Another thought I had was Tim Hughes. We have more later races in the 27. we might wanna do something with Tim Hughes too, and he's the barbecue guy that did our dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, so that's something that we might wanna consider. Because they're a little different than the food truck, technically, she can close up, take her stuff, and go sell it at the next food truck setup. Holly may not be able to sell it, so we might wanna think about pre-sale tickets to some extent. But that, we still need to work that out, so that Polly would know, or Tim would know, going into the race day. Yeah, I've at least got 75 sandwiches sold, I already know, and then I have extras. Then that way they don't get stuck. So it might be something, yes, Andy?
Do you think maybe we can ask the golf, what's it called? The golf shop?
Yes.
And maybe put a sign up, because a lot of the golfers might come over and have a sandwich before they golf.
That's a good idea, Sandy. Okay, all right,
Maybe they'll work, put, make them,
absolutely, we will ask that, okay? Good thought, good thought, okay. All right, so that's just some stuff we're thinking of, but again, these 3 dates I've got set, and it's slinging, not slinging, slinging dogs, okay? I think you'll like her truck. Okay, road trips. We should, I think you would all agree, we need to stay connected somehow over the summer, or we'll all kind of drift off and be in Never Never Land. So, a few things to maybe think about, but you gotta tell me, so if I can get a group ticket or something like that, we can get it and secure our spots. So we can't really wait till the last day to say, okay, let's go. We could, but that's just too chaotic for my brain. So here's what I would like to propose. In the month of June, why don't we go to Auburndale Speedway? They run race cars, okay? They run them on Saturday night. There is a race on June 20th and a race on June 27th. Gates open at 5, qualifying at 5:30, races supposedly begin at 6. For a senior ticket, it's all of $18.
That's sprints or modifieds?
Okay. For the June 20th race, I have no idea what these are. Crown Vic, Rookie Crown Vic,
Okay.
Mini Stock, Inex Legends, and Bandolero, whatever that is. So, there you go.
Crown Vics are old police cars.
Oh,
That's what they are.
They are.
okay.
They are.
Best car made.
Yeah, in Michigan, that's
They
what
take
they
them,
are.
cages in them and race.
So please get back to me on Signal. Does the 20th or 27th work better? I did talk to Don, what's Don's last name?
Nichols.
No, Nichols, Don Nichols. He'd be interested in going. I hope you don't mind if I invite him, because he's a big race fan. And I don't know if he was there again,
Yep.
watching us with his grandson. So then we can make arrangements. I'm sure they have food at the track. It'd be kind of a blast.
How long does it take to get there? Roughly.
You know where the AAA office is in town?
Uh,
Oh, that's where I used to work.
For about 40 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say 40 minutes
Past the
max.
flea market?
Huh?
Past the Auburndale flea market?
Well, it's off of that road. I know when I used to go to Winter Haven for the senior driving course I teach, I'd go across on a back road off of 92 and then go straight on, and you pass Auburndale Speedway right there. So it's not that far. It's not that far. Yeah. So that would be I think a blast.
I do.
So that's a June idea. Okay. Then here's my July idea. Let's take in a ball game. Okay, baseball. We got the Lakeland Flying Tigers right here. Now, we got a couple options there. Friday nights are $2 hot dog nights.
Ooh.
Yeah. We could go on a Sunday for 38 bucks a piece, and we get the buffet all you can eat. So, oh, okay, here's another thing.
Is that their evening?
Well, so the Friday game is evening,
Yeah.
okay? The Sunday game is a noon start. If we do the buffet, we're in an air-conditioned area with seats, the whole deal. If we do the Friday night deal, we can still get an air-conditioned suite, but I gotta have 16 a tent, okay? That ticket would cost us 20 bucks. Then you get your food on top of that, okay? But I gotta commit to 16. So it'd cost us 320 bucks, and then if 10 go, well, we got screwed on that deal. But anyway, but I thought air conditioned, because it'll be hotter in the summer, and then we don't have to fight the headline heat. I thought that would be, so there again, I can't wait till the last second. If we go to the park and we haven't pre-bought the tickets, it's 4 bucks more, and the suite isn't guaranteed. So, kind of let me know about that. Here's my dates. Friday, July 3rd, or Sunday, July 5th. Or Friday, July 24th, or Sunday, July 26th. That's kind of what I picked. Somebody's got to pick something, so that's what I picked. Okay? Because, the rest of the time in July, I think they're gone. Yeah, away games. Okay? All right, so that's what I got there. Then, for those of us that went to, well, again, DFD, if Chris is racing, it'd be really cool if we could support Chris, okay, on either a Saturday or Sunday whenever he races, and I'll keep on him about that. If you guys remember going to S&S Speedway, okay, that's the place over near the state fairgrounds, okay, that's covered, but that track is not an oval track, that's with a jumps track, with jumps, okay. They race every Sunday.
That was the dirt track.
Yeah, that was the dirt track. They race every Sunday. And it irritates me. That's why I want to keep our Facebook page up. I go to their Facebook page to find the events because I think every so often I don't know if you remember, there's that concrete area, Joe. They clear the cars off of that, and then they have cars running an oval on those particular days, but I don't know what days those are. I would be more interested in that. But I think they do both on that day, and then the days that they don't do that, they just do the dirt track on those Sundays. So we might want to try to go there. Heroes, which is the place I kind of wanted to go, that's more of a road race course, but it is on asphalt, okay? They race the second and fourth Sunday of each month. 10 a.m. is qualifying, and as soon as everybody's qualified, then they start racing.
Where's it at?
That's, Heroes is in Brandon,
Brandon?
I believe, yes.
Parking lot?
No, this is, they have the course laid out for that, okay? They've got other stuff there too. It's called Heroes Paradise, actually, if you look it up. So, I would like to go, there again, if you guys don't want to go, that's cool, but these are just some things to kind of keep us connected during the summer. I might say, hey, I'm going to try to go to Heroes in 2 weeks. Anybody want to go? And I'll put it on Signal and the Facebook page and that kind of stuff.
How about putting stuff on the pole?
Yeah, I got to figure that poll thing out. Tom tried to show me that, and he does it on his computer, and I don't have Signal on my computer.
It's easy enough to do. All you gotta do is type a question.
Oh, you can do it on your
How many
phone?
questions you want.
There's a track at Heroes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Neat.
see?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see baseball.
You want to see baseball? Okay. Well, you guys talk about what date's better. Have Dad text me, okay, and then we'll try to pick a date. Okay, so again, so here's what I got. June, we try to go to Auburndale Speedway. That's a Saturday night, either the 20th or 27th, I think is what we ought to try to do. If we go do the baseball, it's either, depending on whether we want the Friday or the Sunday. Now Friday, I gotta guarantee, if you want the suite, I gotta guarantee 16 people. Yeah.
There's only 24 in our club, and
I know.
Here's
Well,
my, that's where my question was gonna come from. What are we doing about the social members? I mean, are we including them with any information? Like, that would be something to get the social members
Absolutely.
involved in, so you would get, you know,
But now, do you consider yourself a social member?
yeah. that's-
Okay.
But I mean, I know what's going on, but I mean, I know two of the people that I thought said they joined as a social member to support us, but they weren't getting any information about it. And I think you had a couple other social members that, you know.
I gotta get them, okay, we could add them to Facebook, and I have, I'm sorry, Signal, and I have no problem with that,
Yeah,
okay? Help me, tell me what their phone numbers are, ask them if they wanna be on Signal, because that can get a little tedious sometimes, but I'd be happy to add them to Signal.
okay,
And what happened to us on the Facebook page is some lady popped on our Facebook page, she answered all the questions and Christine let her on, but then she popped up an ad for, I don't know, something.
If she was selling something.
Yeah, so I had Christine remove her. So if you Sandy say, hey Steve, let's add blah blah to
Yeah.
Facebook, blah, then I'll text Christine, ask her to invite them, and then we can, so I would prefer at the moment that I'll add whoever you want, but have it come through one of you, so that we've kind of got it a little more controlled.
I thought we had sort of a list of social members, because they paid their $5 or whatever.
Well, I don't think we did that this year.
Yeah,
We did it the
Oh,
first
okay.
year, but we did not do that this year, did we? Because you guys paid
Yeah.
$25 and that was it.
okay,
Yeah,
I would rather see them just on Facebook, I don't want them. to
yeah,
be
not
on
in Signal.
okay, all right,
I don't even like to be on Signal, because I get enough from the big thing, ding, 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 ding.
all right. So again, I'm trying to stay on top of that
Mhm.
very, very much. You'll see the race, you'll see today's meeting.
Yeah.
I try to post pictures from the races, pictures from Moffett, all that stuff. That's there, so go check it out, okay? But get me their names, I'll text Christine, and I had the slinging dog lady, I added her so she could see what we were all about,
Okay,
okay? And Christine added her, so, okay, all right.
we'll wait until January, and then we'll just say, if you still want to be a social member, or this is what we're doing, right? Just
Yeah.
leave it at that.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
I just didn't know what we were doing with them.
Okay, all right. Last thing I got, oh my gosh, I haven't even talked 30 minutes yet. I just want you to know that. All
We
right,
have to make a note of that.
yes, okay, club projects. This is stuff I would like to get done over the summer. Here again, let's have our meeting here and then let's go work on it or something like that. We'll do something. But I'd like to paint the trailer. We have to scrape the trailer, but Chris said we can roll it. Okay, he has no problem with that. It just looks kind of crappy, and it would look nice if we could paint it all nice one color. And then we can have Robin do a logo for us, and we slap the logo on the side. Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, no kidding. That would be like super cool. Okay, some of the track borders are broken. We need to work on those. If Tom thought, he gave me the paint that we had that Ralph donated to us. The ones that are beat up, we could paint, or we could paint them all the same color if we want. Except I think most of the corners are the brown, and pretty much everything else is white. And then we've screwed on any writing that Chris had done for us. On the old stuff. So that's something. Ron came up with, I don't know if you've put the track together, but on the straightaway, there's a clip that the two boards clip, and then we had made a kind of a latch, is what we had. That was our last reiteration of the borders. Well, in the curves, we've used fairly heavy-duty door hinges, almost industrial door hinges, right? They're almost that heavy. And you just slip them in. So Ron thought, hey, let's replace all the clips and stuff with the door hinges, because it's just a slip in. So he's ordered us more door hinges, which I think he has.
They came yesterday, they were in the trailer, in the side, just inside this, it's an Amazon box.
Got it. So here's the one challenge. We gotta soak those suckers in like paint thinner because there's gook on them. So they won't slip down in each other real easy when you take them apart. So we gotta soak them, do that, but then we can replace them. And so come September, then rather than the ratchet and the clip, boom, it's slip in, slip in, slip in, right? So that we didn't have the trailer loaded as quickly because it takes some time to load the trailer, but we had the track down in 20 minutes last Saturday. 20 minutes. Everything was ready to go in the trailer, if not part of it in the trailer. That is a long way from where we were with tires. A long way.
Yes.
So, we also have to repair the track border door. That is broken somehow. So to allow Joe access, Chris access, Audrey access to the track, we need to get that fixed, okay? That can be, we can live one more race with it, but I'd like to get it fixed for the fall, okay? I would like to see us think somewhat long range about trying to purchase a driver stand that Joe could access, that Chris could access. Villages had a portable one, right, Denny? And it was all metal, very nice. You had the option of standing on it or standing in front of it. That way we keep everybody kind of together, okay? But that would allow Joe the option to get up higher because we definitely have an advantage. I can see better than probably Joe can from right here, okay? So I'd love, but I'm sure that thing is not cheap. But that's kind of my wish list for the next thing. $4 grand?
That's what he said.
Ooh boy.
Is that right?
Yeah, and well, it was heavy duty metal. It was kind of like a stage
Yeah, he's done.
with rails. That's really what it is, and then steps,
Yeah.
and we'd need a ramp to
Sure.
allow our folks access. But
Yes.
that's what I kind of think that's our next thought, because I want to allow Joe to,
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
and it's not just Joe, it's Wheels
No.
and and
Anybody
Audrey and,
else who comes
yeah,
along.
whoever else that comes along.
Well, Goofy
Yeah,
protects him.
yeah. So because he can't stand on it. Yeah, he can't stand on a
No,
yeah,
and this
step
one,
stool.
maybe,
So
you know.
that's kind of my wish list, but again, you folks are the ones driving it, and I just want to plant that in your head. So,
How portable is that? I mean,
Well,
you gonna haul that and.
well, we could, as long as we can get it in the trailer, it's portable. Because they took it down and put it in the building, didn't they?
It's on wheels, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty slick.
They just roll it across.
Yeah,
And that's something we could use if we ever do get a.
absolutely. Yeah, it was aluminum, so it won't rust. You know, it was pretty nice. And I don't know that we need ours as big as theirs. Theirs was pretty big, wasn't it, Danny?
Yeah.
Well,
we
they
get
probably owe more guys.
6 people
I
up
mean,
there.
Yeah, as long as we get 6 people.
Because we got
So-
wheelchairs up there.
And this is one other thing I'd like you to think about. I know, Tom, please forgive me. I mean this. When you see this, sorry, Tom. So I noticed, and we don't have to make a change. We voted, you gotta have 8 before we split it into 2. I know that it creates more races, but I just like that format a little bit better. I've noticed that these other race places, when they'll create a division or whatever we want to call it, you got to have 3, at least 3. You know, if you only have 2, they won't race. If you have 3 or more, they'll race. I'd like to back it down to 6. We split it at 6, so I got 3 and 3. But again, that's just food for thought. Okay, because I still like I raced against David this time, next time I raced against Joe, and then, you know, kind of the winners from that moved on to the B or the A. That's kind of my preference. But we can leave it the way it is. I got nothing else.
All right, a couple questions.
Ah, see?
Okay.
We could have been done and out of here.
Like you said, Friday night you need 16. What about Sundays? A certain number you
No,
need?
no, as long as I tell him, hey, I got 8 people that wanna come, I do need to pay them in advance, okay, so I need the, well, we could probably get the suite on a Sunday, but we don't have the $2 hot dog deal, okay? So that's another option. It's a bunch of options.
So you get the buffet with
That's the
the Sunday
buffet.
The
though.
buffet, yeah, the buffet, the game, the air-conditioned suite, all you wanna eat, $38.
That drink too.
I believe that is the drink too. I will confirm that.
Does that include parking too,
That includes, when the Tigers aren't here,
or? Yeah,
free parking.
okay. All right.
So, yeah, so, I mean, for $38, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's for the whole game.
That's right, yeah.
It's 2
Well,
innings.
No,
I'm
they
su-
make you leave at 3 innings.
well, I'm sure inning number 8 and 9, they kind of back off on the food, but,
But when the Cypress Lakes had an outing for members, or for people that go to the Tigers, we sat in Margaritaville, and the buffet, excuse me, generally consisted of hot dogs, hamburgers, potato chips, potato salad,
Coleslaw.
coleslaw, was it?
I don't know.
Coleslaw.
Just guess.
Picnic food.
It's usually
And,
that. Picnic.
Yeah,
Cookie.
cookies or something. maybe.
Baked beans.
A cookie, and then they provided pop and water.
That still wouldn't be bad.
now,
So I'm assuming that's probably about the same order of buffet that you're gonna witness for the,
no, you made me think. The Saturday thing, because it's a noon thing, it's more of a brunch menu, so there will be some breakfast foods on the buffet in addition to the hot dogs and hamburgers,
oh,
is what the guy told me.
Okay. Second question.
Yes.
Are we gonna have like a dinner like we had last year?
That's what I'd like to do for Christmas.
Yeah.
We have the spot reserved and everything,
Okay.
yes.
We got a date picked out and all that, or?
Yep,
It's the second Wednesday,
second Wednesday of December.
Okay.
Yeah.
just like our meetings.
We're gonna have a meeting.
We'll have a meeting then.
No,
Right.
we're gonna have food.
We're gonna have food.
So we're not gonna have a meeting now in June, July?
No, well, I'd still like to have the meetings.
Still like to have a meeting?
Yeah,
Okay.
still like to have the meetings, we just won't have the races.
Races.
Yeah, but hopefully we'll get together and do some of these things. And go cheer Aaron on when I get a date from him,
Right.
go cheer Chris Kyle on, and maybe go to these other tracks and check out what they're doing.
Right.
if any of you need a transponder, I've given them to Denny.
Oh, heavens.
And if you need the Y connector, I gave them some of those as well. It's still $35 for your second transponder, third transponder, whatever. So he's got them.
Well, that price will go up, okay. yeah.
You know him too well, David.
And I will, if you have any receipts, get them to Denny. And then he'll get me the information, and for your next meeting, I'll try to have a report sent to you.
Okay, all right. Also, I'm sorry, I thought of 2 other things. I know. Okay, new people, encourage them, if they don't have to, encourage them to think about the Losi NASCAR. Because right now, I hopped online when I looked at the one for Pat, and I could get a brand new one through eBay for $150 delivered to the house at no shipping costs. That's pretty freaking cheap. So, again, that's an easy way for somebody to get in and join us for a fairly minimal amount of money. Now, I know Slug, I talked to him, he's getting an off-brand, so be it. But I suggested to him, go see NASCAR. Also, please consider, I think I'd still like to see the Losi Sprint cars as a separate group once we reconvene in the fall. Because they just cannot take the beating that the bigger car, that Paul's car, or some of those other open wheel cars can give them.
Well, you said 5 or 6. We got that, man.
We do, that's the thing, yeah. So I'd like to try to think about the sprint car as a separate, and then Tom said, when I suggested that, he didn't mind that idea, maybe we want to cut back on something different. But there again, we'll kind of see how it all plays out, but I think we should at least have it in our brains to think about it. So.
We've got a bunch of rallies, we got a bunch of NASCAR.
Yeah. But NASCAR is our biggest group, and I think, unless I'm wrong, NASCAR gives us the best overall racing.
Yeah.
It really does.
One other thing to throw out, Jeff. What about Tampa Bay Rays? Would there be enough interest to go to a game there?
Well, my daughter went with the boys.
Would be more expensive.
Yeah.
Well, it's not much more. I think tickets start at $15. Now, it's probably nosebleed seat, but it is indoors. But the only thing is, Tim, that is a long
Yeah.
butt haul to get over
To
there.
get over there, yeah.
That's why it's like, let's do the Tigers. So I'll post that on Signal, I'll post that on Facebook. If I get 5 or more, then let's talk about some dates.
Yeah,
Because that'd be kind of cool too. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. But I'm just not crazy about, and I'm sure we don't get free parking there.
Right.
But I'll check that out. Okay.
It's like watching paint.
All right, anybody else got anything else? You folks are amazing. Yes, Judy?
Just that when we read the thank you card that we were gonna send,
Yes.
I want these guys to hear it
Oh.
because I'm using some of their
Move to
statements.
Orlando or somewhere.
In this?
The drivers are, the 5 drivers that went, they made statements, of course, along with Gary.
Okay.
Gary.
You want me to read this,
says
then?
You can read.
Okay,
it,
so we're gonna send this to Caitlin. Caitlin, Monday, May 11th, 5 members of the Cypress Lakes Remote Control Club.
Wait a minute,
Isn't it?
dear Caitlin,
Well,
or,
no, you don't have deer on
oh,
there.
you're right, I didn't.
There,
But
see?
look at what I
Caitlin and Pit Crew.
put. There you go.
Okay.
Her staff.
Monday, May 11th, 5 members of the Cypress Lakes Remote Control Club arrived in your office with a donation check and a demo truck. A joyful day for such a little club of 38 members and volunteers. Caitlin, you and the staff that greeted us were extremely grateful for the check and to see the truck in action, especially the hydraulic lift. In remembrance of our friend, a member with his talent was honored to design and paint an RC car commemorating Mary Moley, the Moffitt Cancer Center, and Pat. With this project, we feel we also made our mark in our community. Thank you in fulfilling our wishes. There you go. Written with comments from the driver in attendance.
So your statement was last to make the point.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're gonna send it off to Caitlin. Okay. All right.
And yours began.
Yes, Danny.
A couple of us were talking about racing under the lights on the tennis court.
You're really trying to get me killed.
Yeah, you can race the little cars, you know. So they
The
wouldn't tear-
NASCARs?
Really, even the NASCARs, they don't tear up much.
They
I mean, they don't have the
don't
power.
tear much.
Yeah.
They don't tear up anything.
Okay,
These tennis courts?
Yeah, under the lights, wouldn't that be something?
That would be kind of cool.
that ain't gonna happen.
We played Twilight Golf.
Nobody's asked you, have they?
Yeah,
I can tell you, the money they spent to
Resurface those.
resurface it, and the problems they're already having.
Really?
Problems.
Well, the posts, a couple of posts are kinda
Oh,
like
you're
this,
kidding.
Oh my gosh.
cause somebody didn't set them right, and some of it's cracking in some spots. And then when they first brought it in there, I don't know who's pickleball players here, but the boneheads over there were dropping the things down and they were putting holes in that, cause that's a soft